What's up, Aries? Let's go ahead and get into your weekly predictions. So, welcome to Aqua Goddess Terra. I am Aqua Goddess Terra. Who is Terra? Aqua Goddess Tarot. I am Jet. We are going to do your read today. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I have a video in the description box if you need more information. If you want to have access to this extended read, all you have to do is join Patreon. Boop, 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 boop. And I also do private reads. You can find out all that information in the description box. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what's coming up for you this week, Aries. You've been having a lot of very quick weeks lately. So let's do a little blessing. Universe source energy. Connecting with the highest intent for Aries to give them a message that will help them in their path, to illuminate the path, that will give them guidance, that will give them love, that will give them whatever is important to them. Please bring that message forth. Allow it to come through their guides. Allow it to come through in any means. Thank you. Ashe. Okay. So already this card was coming out. So we'll see what this is. So this card is Pisces. Wow, that's actually really, really interesting because it talks about endings and beginnings. So, Aries is the sign of the beginning. It is our youngest sign. And Pisces is the sign of endings. So there's something that's going to be coming up for you this week that's really going to be tied very closely to ending something, ending some stage, coming to the end of a transition, something or other. I don't know what it is yet, but we got to look at it. New moon. Yup. New moon, new life, who dis. So depending on when you're watching this video, it also could be, a new moon is around the corner, or it's saying do new moon rituals. And you're like, what the fuck is a new moon ritual? A new moon ritual would be something that you're doing at the beginning whenever there is a new moon, so that you can begin to manifest things, so that you can begin to kind of bring this collective energy together. New moon is the beginning. So that's when you start. New moon is the beginning. Half point is the full moon, when you celebrate your harvest. And then as that full moon comes to completion, where it will come into a new moon again, that is when you complete everything that you had initially started. So the message that's coming across this week is that you need to get in something new. Like, you need to begin to initiate this new process in your life. In Gemini, and Gemini has a lot to do with communication. It could also talk about, you're going to be able to have motion when there is not a Mercury in retrograde, or maybe something around Mercury's transit. It also could represent third house energy, and third house energy is everything that has to do with routine. So it's saying, get your fucking routine together, get that shit together. That's basically the message that is coming up here. So that's kind of like how the week is looking. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Okay. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple cards. Is there anything else your spirit guides would like you to know? Anything else Aries spirit guides would like you to know? A lot of times they're very short and sweet and to the point. I wonder if any Mars stuff is going to come up, or any Scorpio, because Scorpio is your sister sign. Okay, this one felt interesting. Virgo, which has to align. That's the sibling of Gemini. Okay, so it's really something that's talking about your ability to communicate being something that is very important during this time. Neptune rules Pisces. It is the modern ruler of Pisces. So something about ending, something about dream world, something about going in. Aries, I'm getting a very psychic thing going on, like dream world communications, which is coming off to me as psychic ability. So are you psychic? Do you have intuitive abilities? Is this something you're interested in, or is this something that you have recently discovered about yourself, or is this just something, because that is what the message is coming out, and it's especially going to be very potent this week. You're going to be receiving quite a few spiritual messages this week, but the fact that it came through in both, and I'm getting that this is a new gift. The fact that it came through in both Gemini and Virgo, which Gemini is communication, Virgo is the analytics, the planning, the analyzing of it, but it's all around Mercury, which is communication. I'm getting psychic ability or mediumship. So psychic ability meaning like you're seeing things that you shouldn't, or knowing things you shouldn't necessarily have the understanding to know. Or like, why would you know this information? Or mediumship, meaning you're able to communicate with energetic beings, in the way that if a person transitions, you're able to communicate with their ancestors, things like that. Something is brewing inside of you, Aries, and I think you are noticing it, and it's coming to flourish, fruition, but it's at the beginning stages. So I'm gonna pull one more card, just any more clarity. This one came out, and that is your South Node. So South Nodes are your karmic past, but they also talk about your gifts and your lessons. They're saying that this ability that you had came from a previous life. Something about this, so you can check your natal chart and look at your South Node placement, because there's something about that placement there that is giving you this gift now. So this gift is coming out, or you've probably always known about it. This gift is coming out now. And the reason why the gift is coming out is because it's something in your life has activated something that resembles your South Node. And because of that, this gift is coming out. It's flourishing, coming to fruition, things like that. So explore this, but you'll notice that you are just naturally good at it. It's not something that's going to take a lot of work, because if your soul already has this connection to a previous life with this energy, you've already learned the lessons you need to be able to kind of bring it into fruition, to use it very well. So it's not a lot of learning new stuff, but it's also like something that, even though it can be an important aspect in your life, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be your karmic destiny here. You're learning some other lessons, and probably much less energetic lessons, maybe more physical lessons. But this is a wonderful gift and tool that you can use along your path. Okay. So I'm seeing an activation this week of psychic energy. So let's see. Universe, source, energy. Is there anything else that is coming up for Aries this week? Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, not getting anything. Doesn't mean you're not having a week. A little dissonance towards Thursday is what I just got. Kind of a blockage of a flow, like you're trying to do something and it's just like, a little bit of clashing that's coming up, and that's just me from reading these cards, reading the movement of the cards. A little bit of clashing is coming up. It starts to smooth out. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna smooth out, but just the normal, Aries, it's the normal shit. Like, when somebody irritates you, yeah, it's gonna take you a couple times to get to the other side and just move on from that and be like, okay, I don't care about this. I'm like, So this is Sun, Moon, Rising. And for the advanced players, your other planetary alignment. But I got that video that tells you about that. Okay, universe, is there any message? Damn. I'm like scrolling. Okay, so we have star ancestors. So that's kind of giving me the message that your ability is to communicate, like mediumship. I'm getting whale and orca elders. Also, something of like the frequency of sharing your song, the frequency of being able to communicate. And then I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So past energy. So the reason why this thing is, I'm going to give you a bonus card too. The reason why the great severing, Mars energy. Mars, it says great severing, Mars energy. And you are ruled by Mars. So the reason why this gift is coming up is because in a previous life, there was just, how do I say this? There was just complicated feelings around this. Like, your ability in the psychic gift is to communicate with, is mediumship. I was going to say like a sangoma, like a medium. But a medium can be to communicate with ancestors. So if you've ever had dreams, if you've ever just had like this sense of like protection or this sense of guidance that has surrounded you, that is your ancestors, they are very strong with you. And then you just have this very aqua, very ancient a style of communication. So if you love singing or humming or something that has to do with the voice, that is a part of the way of how you communicate. That is your style of communication when it comes to this mediumship work. But when I was talking about the South Node and saying that your life isn't necessarily fuck, how did I say this shit? Your life, your life mission isn't necessarily to do this. This is something that can be adjacent in your life and lovely and important you can share. But there's also some karmic lessons that are deeply tied into this. And a part of it is the I'm sorry, the defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So there's something in your past, whether it's something you did or someone did to you, that is bringing up this, is activating this psychic ability. And because of that, it's like you're going through the energetic motions again so that you can clear it out and get to the other side. Because life lessons, soul growth, study higher learning. You've reactivated this similar lesson in a different situation because you are learning, your soul is learning, your soul is growing, and it wants to try to learn this lesson in a new life, in this new life energy that you are experiencing now and you are experiencing today. So it's coming up again, and you know, you're gonna see similar energies that you had experienced in past lives, but this is a time to do it different, to do it right this time, to approach it in a very different way that you can do it. It's going to be completely fine. You got this. But yes, this is an ancient gift that maybe you've had for several lifetimes, but it's something about, I want you to pay attention to your life right now. What is going on in your life that is activating this thing, that is making it open and come up? A new earth is happening. Keep holding the vision. So this newness, let me put that right here. So there's this strong newness associated with all of this that is happening right now. And so just pay attention. What is it that is in your life that is causing this new thing to, or this gift to kind of really come up? Because it can be things that you had already had access to or you knew about yourself, but there's something particularly interesting about it right now coming up. So I'm just like, I'm going to pull one more card. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So your karmic destiny is much more earth related, like I said, because we have earth, new earth, earth school. We have a lot of this message coming up. And think about it like this. If the psychic is more like the emotional, the water, then, and that was your south node, the water, then your north node is more of something that has to do with earth, the actual living of life and whatever it is, you know, whatever the lessons it is you need to learn in that. And since that is your north, this is expressing, you know, your karmic past and the gifts that you have that are coming, that are maturing within you right now. So you can share this, like you can share these gifts, you can share these abilities with others, you can help others, you can, you know, help yourself through it. But just know that like it is here for your highest good. It is here to help you, to assist you during your time of need, to be there for you when you need it. So just know that that gift is coming up. And how to channel that? Ooh, y'all trying to talk to me? Okay. So how to channel that is you go into that meditative state and do that work there. Okay, let's see. I am safe. So there's this message of defenselessness and safety, that something is activating that aspect in you. And you know, when you don't feel safe, you want to fight. You want to fuck a bitch. Like that's what that's what you want to do. Let me see what else is going on here. I have permission. Let me pull a couple more of these, because it's really kind of talking into the deep depths of what you are feeling in this moment. Okay, universe. Okay, I feel like you're sending me a lot of messages, universe, but I just need one. I appreciate it. I love you. You're awesome. Ooh, okay, now. Y'all are like, this girl's a hot ass fucking mess. So we have, I am a problem solver. So whatever that is that came up for you, I got two more. I am abundant. Very, very earthly that we've been talking about. And I am good enough. So this actually seems to be the theme that's been running lately of these feelings that are coming up for the collective. But yeah, let me see. Is there anything that you can tell Aries to activate this energetic gift? Okay, because I think what we're going to do is in the extended, we're just going to look at why are you here? You know, if this is a past gift that's coming up and it's going to be very seamless for you, you're going to kind of naturally just know what to do. Well, why are you here then? Okay, let me see. I am perceptive. So this is a very highly sensitive time for you. Highly, highly sensitive. You are at the peak of your sensitivity, both in how you are interpreting the world happening and your ability to pick up on these very, very subtle and fine communication styles that we would see in someone with a psychic ability. So, guides, is there anything else that you would like to share with Aries? I am ready. Enough said. Enough said. Oop, my bad. You are ready. I am ready. Boom. Boom diddly-om, okay? So, Aries, basically to give you a little bit of a recap, which we just did together, there's something that's going to be coming up during this week that is going to be activating that psychic ability. And it's going to be so seamless for you because in lifetimes before, this is a gift that you had, but also those lessons that you learned that you're trying to correct and actually have a new pattern in this lifetime, that energy is going to come up as well. So it's going to give you an opportunity in this new experience, this new experience of Earth in this life that you are doing. It's giving you a new opportunity to handle it differently for a better result, for a better purpose. But just know that this is a highly sensitive time for you. That's how you're able to interpret these psychic messages. That's why you're able to perceive these things. And for you, it's specifically a mediumship. So communicating with energies, could be ancestors, it could be angels, it could be just that kind of communication. So ask a lot of questions. If you're ever confused or curious, just ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, and you will notice that the answers will always come to you. You feel like you are blessed and protected all the time. Sometimes you kind of feel like there's a little bit of a whispering in your ear of like, hey, do this or do that, or don't go there or something like that. That's because that is that gift that is within you. And you've probably always had this gift, but something that has happened new this week is really bringing that up within you. And then to go a little bit deeper, what you're feeling is like there's this sense of the karma that you need to balance here, that either you were defenseless or you were someone who did something, and it's just coming out now in this new energy to balance, to give it a second chance at getting it right this time. But these lessons feel that we're going to talk about it in the extended read, but these lessons feel much more earthly, and these gifts that you have feel much more watery, much more boundarylessness. So that's what's coming up for you, Aries. So when we get into the extended read, we're going to look at what are these lessons that you should be focusing on now, especially during this week. We also talked about the phases of the moon so that you can align your practice with that. So learning more about that information. But in the extended read, we're going to look at what are your actual karmic lessons, like what are not karmic lessons. We just talked about that. But what is your destiny in this life? So give you some info there, give you a plan, And then we're going to look at more of like a timeline of how these things or when these things should be completed. And if there's any additional messages that your spirit guides have. So if you want to have access to that, that is in the description box. I will see you in a second. Hey, don't forget tarot time.